Hi. Okay, we're on day number 8 of what to stop doing in order to move forward in your life. So we have 10 days of that. I'm going to fit them all in this week. So day number 8, quit making excuses rather than decisions. And you probably know someone, of course it's not you, that makes excuses for everything. I saw an experiment recently on a podcast, or actually on a video, which utilized kinesthetic muscle response to the words "I can't." So the speaker had a woman say a positive statement like, "I can ski well," and he tested her muscle response. So you just take your arm and you press down the person testing it. So the speaker tested and her muscle response was really strong. And then he had her say something like, "I can't play the piano." So she said something like, "I can't do this." And this statement made her muscle response way weaker. And it's actually a scientific fact that it's proven that your muscles get weaker when you say the words "I can't." Isn't that amazing? So just the number one thing is to quit saying those words. Never say those words. Even if you feel like it's the last possibility ever, don't say those words, because you just then weaken yourself. When you start making excuses, you're basically saying, I can't do that," in your brain. If you make excuses for not doing something, not moving forward in your life, you are saying to yourself, "I can't." As a coach and a counselor, probably the number one thing people say when I'm suggesting growth or changing the way they do something in order to get ahead and to move forward, they say, "That's impossible because of this or that or this other thing." When I show them it is possible, and I show them a way to change, they usually come up with another excuse why that won't work. Tony Robbins was saying that we work really hard at being who we have made up our mind to be. Let me say that again. We work really hard at being who we have made up our mind to be. So we make excuses to stay the same. We make excuses because staying the same is comfortable. Have you made up your mind to be sick or a victim, fearful, fat, broke, middle class? Whatever you've decided in your mind to be, that's who you are going to be. So how do we break out of that? So we break out of who our minds, of where they go every time, and the excuses that we play by making a different routine or changing our rituals. You can call them rituals, you can call them routines, whatever floats your boat. Now, some of you have the excuse that, "Oh, but I have kids," or "I have a job," or, "I just am so overwhelmed." You just don't understand. Sorry, but I actually do. Everyone has their excuses, and I'm still trying to break through many things. I am constantly working at getting better every day. One of my statements that I say every day is, every day, in every way, I'm getting better and better. I try to say that at least 20 times. Why? Because your words that you say to yourself matter. Completely other episode, but I'll throw that in there. Say that 20 times. Every day, in every way, I'm getting better and better. And I believe that. I believe that with my whole heart. The more I say it, I believe it more. So, background on me. For some that say, you don't have a clue, you don't know what I'm dealing with, blah, 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 blah. So, I have 8 kids. I had 9, but I lost one twin to my 6th daughter, around 6 months pregnant. All my kids were preemie. 2 of them were emergency C-sections. 1 went down to 2.5 pounds. Several of them stayed in the hospital with issues. The doctors consistently said that they would be slow mentally or physically. And now they're all mostly adults. I have a couple of teenagers. And they're brilliant, and they're strong, and they're making a difference in their world. And they're making it a better place. We have lost a business. We have worked for people and not gotten paid a lot. We have lost a home. We have been injured to the point of not being able to walk. I have chronic migraines and a few other physical issues that I am believing for healing and working through those on a daily basis. I've been attacked by a man in a public bathroom. I've been sexually abused by a pastor and have been told to get in my place as a woman. I've also been told that I had to get behind my husband's dreams and not walk out my dreams by myself, which is a complete lie and a complete other video. But these are some of the things that I have to break through. So I have rituals and routines in place to overcome the excuses of who these circumstances and these things in my life have made me to be. They have changed who I saw myself because I allowed them to. So now I am having routines, and I have faith statements, and I have scriptural verses to back up what I'm believing to go forward in my life. So how am I changing myself? I'm changing my routine. How do I overcome? Well, I'm asking the Holy Spirit to guide me in truth, and I'm standing on that. I'm standing on those truths. I'm standing with Jesus, and I'm getting my butt off my chair, and I'm working on breakthrough. Every day I have a migraine and I can't work out first thing in the morning. I wait for any breakthrough in my day and I work out then. I don't make the excuse of, well, I'm sick, well, whatever. When I recently tore my ACL on my leg and I couldn't walk for several weeks, I worked out my upper body. I'm not going to just sit there and say, oh, I can't. I also stuck with my diet. I didn't just say, well, I'm laying on a bed injured, so I might as well eat all the brownies I want. No, I didn't make those excuses. I kept moving forward in my health, no matter what issues I was dealing with. And I keep seeking and looking for new answers. If I'm not getting breakthrough in an area, I'm going to find new and better ways to fix that. I'm constantly looking at my diet and perfecting it for my body. Constantly looking at my workout routine and perfecting it for my situation, my body, my age. And I'm getting better every day in every way. I'm getting better and better. I'm changing my routines until I become everything that God has called me to do, which is to be an overcomer, prosperous, healthy, strong, peaceful, joyful, and bold. And that's the same for you. That's what God's called you to. He hasn't called you to anything less. He's called you to be more than enough, more than an overcomer in every area of your life. And until the end of your life, it says He will give you a long, satisfied life and show you His salvation all the way to the end. You never need to be sick. You never need to slow down. You never need to be lacking in any way, shape, or form. If you just keep going, if you believe in that. So today, quit making excuses. Plan 5 things to do today to move you closer to who you want to be. Who are you becoming? 5 things. Quit making excuses. Oh, and by the way, if you don't have a picture of what you want to be in your life or what you want it to look like, that's the place to start. Figure out what you want to be. Quit making excuses. There's no excuses left. Figure out what you want to be, where you want to go, who you want to be like, or like not person, I mean like thing. Like I want to be prosperous. I want to live energetic. That kind of a thing. Figure that out. Figure out a calling in your life. I want to help children. I want to save women out of trafficking. I want to build homes. I I want to engineer the best buildings in the world. Whatever you want to do, figure that out and start from there. But don't make the excuse, I haven't figured it out. What's one thing you could get better in? Can you keep your house better? Can you be a better parent? Can you be a better son or daughter? Can you be a better grandparent? Can you start learning something? Read more books? Put in time. Quit watching 6 hours of TV a day. Do something that gets you better today. Anyway, and watch for the next video, and we'll have number 9 and 10 on that.